What's the logic? You're welcome to the episode 5 of this series, Monimatical Equation. Now, I was telling you that on the Sonic AI, 24x may close, right? 24x may close at the end of this month. That doesn't stop the business. It's only that the advantage you have may not be too big like before. And even maybe they may not open it for maybe general public. They didn't tell me. Maybe they may decide to give to selected, because everything is about business. So you have to understand. That's their own logical way of entering to the market, penetrating. And so it's always good when something come and then you see light there, you start well. So now when it closes, what if they now say, if you want to maximize 24x, you should start from minimum of $5,000? What will happen? You will now be, these people are wicked and all of that. All right. So the advice I'll give to everybody, if you are in our community, let everybody sign up, verify their account, and put even if it's $10. You that have an account, maybe your account is $250. If you know what is good for you, just go look for another $10 or $20. Open 2 different accounts. I know what I'm saying now, so that you can control your system. You can open additional, just set up, just go to your back office and do what? And put $10. You can see, if you check my account, if you check my wife account, I do experiment with her account so much. I'll put $10, not compounding, I will name it something. So if I were you, try as much as possible, create, even if it's $10, then any number of friends you have around you. I'm not asking you to convince, but share. Now, why am I saying this? Like me now, most persons around me, there's nobody around me that I've not heard about this automation. None. Now, but no one around me have seen me trying to persuade him. I don't have that time. Once I share with you, I've seen a lot of people have their, what do they call it, reservation about it. So I don't want to go far, but I know those people will fight me later, because what they used to know and what they think it is not what it is. And I was not ready to go further, trying to say, oh, this is what you are thinking. It's not like that. Everybody is an adult, so it doesn't matter what. You should be able to make decisions. But I will do my best to always clarify. You see, things I will continue to do are things you are not exploring in the platform. So you see, I will keep repeating. A time will come, I may not talk, because mine is just to set the thing on autopilot. After all, I'm not trading there. I don't have energy to go and trade there. There's no need for me. So why will I be struggling with AI? Is doing its own. I will now be struggling to show that I know how to trade. So you are encouraged, do $10. So why am I saying $10? If it's $20, if it's $50. So in case when they say it closes, you can always top up the $10 or the $20. Apart from recompounding, you can top up. And once you top up, it's just the same. It will go and work on the existing 24x. So when they stop 24x, old account does not stop. But take note, once the old account stop the boat, withdraw the money, that contract is over. If you are coming back, if there are no 24x again, you have to use the 12x, which is still okay though. But you at that time, you will appreciate the 24x, because the account will not be the same, or the outcome will not be the same. So that's one of the things I'll have for us. So share with everybody around you, let them hear. You owe them that responsibility to share, but you owe nobody over explanation. In fact, I was told, in fact, I don't know how many of you attended the meeting yesterday. It was an eye-opener. How many people spoke? I can't remember. There are many of those white guys that were speaking that yesterday. I thought it was even presentation as usual. They were coming with all manner of, talk. So one of the things, and there's some of the highlights some person speak. I think somebody speak it on one of the group, which I love. He said he learned new things today, right? because they just told him some things. Let me check quickly so that don't put too much job on yourself. I'm not interested in over job. No, now, why will I have too much job when the job is not like that? See my trading now, I'm only using my scanner. So if you have the scanner, you are not using it. You are the one causing yourself a lot of things. All right, today I've called leaders, top lead. Okay, I just want to see what that left individual posted. Okay, so I just want to explain to us, and then we go into more deeper things about real world assets, and of course some hype you will hear about it, and how to avoid not being trapped with those hypes. Okay, sorry, I need to get what that fellow posted yesterday after the event. Okay, he was just trying to say that one of the things he picked was not to complicate a simple process, right? Don't over-explain a simple process. Keep it simple so that everybody can understand. The more you are trying to over-emphasize, trying to convince, you will now complicate. Over-conviction or over trying to convince lead to complications. So stop complicating issues. Keep it simple as it is. So that is what I don't need to overanalyze. What am I analyzing about the markets, about the Sonic? Put your money, let the AI trade for you. Simple. And then if you have time, you are compounding. If you don't want to compound, fine. That's your business. But at least just make sure you allow the AI compound for you. Okay, do the work for you. I don't know if they have traded today now, but I'm sure anytime I just check, I see that, okay, they have done something and all. That's the joy of it. That's the part of diversification. Now, so let's quickly look at real world assets. Now, quite unfortunate right now, I just will mention, so so let's share my screen. I'm coming, and then I'll go into stock, and I'll do just peripherals on the stock market, okay? Just peripherals on the stock market, coin market cap, and then, okay, so pay attention, is very important, okay? Real world asset, okay, before then, let me go to trading view. So remember, what we are doing is a very sensitive thing about portfolio, okay? So it may not make too much sense, but if you know what you are looking for, yeah, you will help yourself so much. Okay, so let me show you something. Why do you need to take your digital portfolio very seriously? And this will teach you lessons to be patient. You don't jump around. I've told you about the lesson you should have learned from Warren Buffett, and that will give you an understanding. Let's quickly look at something. Everybody always wish you knew about some things when they were saying it. It's not true. Some of us, we claim that if I had known about this thing, I would have been like this. Now you know about other things. What have you done? That's the question. So everybody will tell me that, I wish I know. Now, let me show you something very quickly. Why do I need to take my digital portfolio seriously? Now, let me show you something. You will wish you knew, but now you know some things. What have you done so far with some of those things you know right now? Now, let's go to performance. So that will show you Bitcoin. And if you wish you knew, you didn't do anything. So Bitcoin now total cap of Bitcoin is $1.5 trillion. My mentor told me many years back when price of Bitcoin or when cap of Bitcoin was the average of thousands of dollars, later to several millions, few millions though. When it got to billion, you know what he told me? He said, this is the narrative. When this project is still very small in cap, he said, all I need to understand is how big. He said, but right now, as at that time, it's a Bitcoin as a, is it no cryptocurrency as a whole, the cap, the total capitalization of the whole crypto market was less than a company. Apple was bigger. Microsoft was bigger, but I can still remember Apple. Apple was bigger than the whole ecosystem of cryptocurrency when it was still in few millions and later billions. Now, swallow. So up to now, it's still swallow. So all you need to have is to have some fun in this that is still very pre-mined, right? Very minor. So that when it become billions in cap, trillions in caps, then several trillions, then you will know that you are wealthy. Now, let me show you. Now, the all-time performance of Bitcoin. That is when data was captured. How much percentage is this? This is 1, 2, 3. So Bitcoin, when data was captured, has done 9.8 billion %. Oh yeah? 9.8 billion %. So the question you ask yourself is that, how many assets do you have capacity to be within 15 years or whatever years to do how many million %? So that's why digital portfolio is very important. What do you think people who were enlightened and they listen and learn, what do you think? Do you think they will be wasting their asset? No. Now, they now say 10 years previous performance, not all time, just 17,200%. And all in all and all. Now, for the past 1 year now, or a year plus now, Bitcoin has dropped below the high. So anybody who bought Bitcoin 1 year ago, if you just bought it, is at loss of 10%. If you bought it just close to a year or 6 months, okay, 6 months ago, your portfolio is deflated by 29%. 3 months ago, 21%. Just 1 month, you are minus 0.1%. If you bought a week ago, you are up by 5%. Now, I'm trying to show us something. Things you will now be learning to do by yourself to edge your portfolio in the crypto. I'm just showing you. Now, if you now check, probably some coins that will have done well, they will do and disappear. That's why you have not seen any project, any crypto that have beat the record of Bitcoin. Now, we're talking of, I'm sorry about that. So now we're talking about real world asset. Real world asset, I can mention some. You'll be hearing about coin they call Ondo. Ondo Finance is a real world asset token. Look at it, Ondo Finance. But it has not actually been much actualized in terms of what it ought to be. So you are seeing the market going up and down, struggling, and all the like, as it were right now. But these are few coins. Now, what I've discovered was that it will be better for me to have access to some of those coins than joining like Ondo, Quant. You may want to write them down later so that when those coins are dropping and we still have the narrative, you could buy. Ondo, number 1, Quant, number 2, even Sky, SKY. Then even Chainlink, they are real world asset because of their protocol and other things that's going to be, right? Okay. PAXG, that has to do with peg in gold. XAUT. Now, if you what's it called? On Bybit, you are going to understand this so that when you are staking some activities, you will know how it's being used. XAUT, Tether Gold. All right? Tether Gold, a real world asset kind of a thing. XAUT, all right? CFG, Centrifuge, all right? Centrifuge, all right? They are real world asset project. So you probably want to just write them. Over time, we are going to do detail more of them. I'm just giving you an idea so that you are going to be having them just like normal stock shares you are buying. So I talk about Chainlink, Sky, Ondo, XAUT, PAXG, PAXG, all right? Maple Finance, Maple. Now I talk about Quant. Now, I'm not detailed about this, just to let you know how people are positioning for futures. There are some coins that will disappear from the market cap or from the, generally in the market. So you wish you had bought into some of those projects when they were early. Now, your knowledge about knowing when to move them out, in, that's the only job you will learn. If I tell you now there's a coin now, the all-time performance is just showing 492, but that's a coin we made a lot of money on. It's called Bonk. So what you made is not what matters, it's what to do with what you made. Now, if we look at this coin now, not everybody will be aware of it because these are part of research. Syrian, bought this Syrian long time. He has not had a flat down. Even just 24 hours ago, Syrian has done 17%. All right, past 1 week, 49%. Past 1 month, 80%. All right, past 3 months, 991%. Past 6 months, 826%. 1 year till date, right? 1,100 and this, 1,700%, 1,000 this, 1,000 this. These are silent projects. So when it has to do with crypto, I will advise be careful with how you go and invest on platforms. We have been there, we know those things. We are mining, we are doing this. When you want to do liquidity provider, do it on decentralized. We call something aerodrome. It's linked with Coinbase protocol, where you can stake and provide some liquidity. That's another way to make money. They can be gradual, but sometimes you make more of the coin. Now, a time will come, we'll show you too how to still use your internal bot on Bybit. It's just that I think we were able to be doing those things on 3Commas, whereby we could do internal bot. You can use bot to be accumulating coins. Those are the things you can now see AI. The power is not today we have been using AI. So you are going to be doing that and be accumulating some of those coins that are like real world asset that you know that they are more stable over time. I'm not going detail on this, just to show you how people make silent money without being afraid of anything. Okay? So Hype 2 was a protocol, but if you look at it, it has not had any loss for whatever, but gradual. Now, so you can imagine when you have a tool that accumulates some of those coins for you, just using, RavDAO. I saw the pumping activities not long on this one, even last week. Yeah. 1 week ago, this thing has done 4,499%. RavDAO. If you want to write it down, you can read about it later, or when I do more detail on our group. RavDAO. Now, some of those coins, after pumping, they come down. Then it's your ability to now study them to see when they are now going to be moving back. I'm not going detail about it, just to show you some activities. Now, this is not only applicable to crypto, it's applicable to stocks. Most time, people just get around and wouldn't know the narrative behind some stocks that when you mention to them. I would ever remember when I told people to buy Nvidia was about $54. The early time people bought at $3 and all of that. And Nvidia is not going to settle to still go down. It has even moved up again. It came down to $160 something. When I was talking about it, no much persons pay much attention though, right? So, but you can see that it's still having what we call strong buy. Nvidia and Google, they are still moving. So that means Nvidia have capacity to get to $1,000, if not more than, or at least something very higher than this. My target before was $220 when I bought that 54. So at the point, I was not moved to touch it anyhow, because it's part of seed number one on 3 segments that we got some insider information about some of those investors. Because once you are diversifying to portfolios, there's a need to have access to information. Remember what I told us sometime? I say investing is beyond just chart. There are fundamental, we'll call it micro level, micro information and micro economy that you must have an understanding about, because you look at your chart, money need to move for your chart to move towards the direction. If your chart was beautifully set, an investor decided to pull out money and put it another way, you have a short position instead of the long you were envisaging. These are side by side. But do I actually need to be in all of this? No, that's why AI is there. And that's why when you are in a forum, information just comes. You act. Simple. You see now the way people are trading now, it's not like before. I don't trade with too much stress on my head, but I can teach you and all of that. But I have told a lot of persons, I say, why do you want to give yourself stress when AI can just analyze the market, you just collect what is there? Then the simplest of it is that, why do you even now need to trade? If you are so busy, there's no need. But I always sell. I love people to know how to trade, no matter how it is, no matter what passive income you are making. But you don't need to kill yourself. And remember, if you have some passive income, no matter how slow it is, your trading out, strategy will be different. Am I correct? Yes. If you are trading now, Tesla is jacking up again back. Just how many hours? 24 hours. That's yesterday. Only yesterday movement has a change of 7%. Crazy. So now, if you have some passive income that is coming, I'm not talking of Ponzi scheme, genuinely coming. So you will trade with ease. I told many friends, I say, if not for teaching, nobody will know that I'm a trader. Nobody, no soul will need to know. Why do you need to know? You wouldn't know it that I have made money. And most times there's some concept. That's why I have tried, and by the grace of God, God will help me to simplify trading. But I think it's getting more simplified because AI has helped. For me, what I was looking for, God, give me grace that I'll be able to teach trading like the way an intermarket man go to the upper, buy from the main market and go to Opiweka in nature and sell. The way an Aba man will go to area market and come to Aba main park. So he understood the craft of buy and selling. And that's exactly what we need to understand in trading. Yes, fine. The whole English are there, concept is according to what was a clip one of our business partner on the AI Tech sent to me. And he said, Don Jazzy said, this trading self, all this market structure, higher, high, higher, low, higher. When Donald Trump just tweet one thing, all the high said, God, no more. So now, so they are concepts. Every of those concepts have summary. And look at what I've summarized trading to be. 3 places, the 3 pillars of trading. Where, why, when. Simple. Where is the context? Where am I waiting for this market? That is the context. Why will I now pick it when it get there? These are factors. Because of this factor, this factor, this factor. Okay, it's true. Okay, when? That is precision. When I see something like this, strike. 3. Now, if I'm now learning, I now know the summary of my learning is to get this thing correct. And that's why I put something down. Was it yesterday? And I said something very, you may like it. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I said precision and discipline defeat raw aggression. Precision and discipline, what? defeat raw aggression. You can be so aggressive. You make $1,000 today. Tomorrow, you lose $10,000. That's aggression, raw aggression. Precision may be you are making $10 every day. You are so precise. You are doing it and highly disciplined in doing it. Over time, it's just a question of time. That 1,000 that man made that time, you will make it and surpass it. How many of you saw the account I was compounding? So somebody with 99,500, I'm sure by the time if a trade happened today and we win the trade, so you can't say we will win it. So higher probability are there that we win a trade. If we win a trade today now, that means that account is going to hit 600. It might have even hit it. I can't remember. That means it's going to hit $600,000. Now that is 99,500, almost $100,000 compounded since October 4th. And with the same strategy that a little drop of waters. And how many of us have observed something? Now, I think there's a theory about in physics. Now, where you go to a place where water is dropping, how many of us observe the way it dig that even rock, it will put rock. It will show how it penetrated that place. Rock, as water was dropping, water, not hammer, water kept dropping. That's precision and discipline. It never stopped dropping. Now, once and against what matter, not once and for all. So drop consistently, precisely that same place. And you see that I dig it, rock, not sound, let alone sound. So these are the things we do when you talk about business. You are looking at, so I'm beyond talking about all those investment gimmicks and all of that. Even when I invest in some of those platforms those days, you see if they have a coin, I'll go and buy the coin from the market. So in case they messed up. And 99.9% of all of those platforms messed up. So you are not the one to determine how long should I wait. I should be the one to say, I'm waiting for this period. For instance, why do I told everybody 5 years? Because we have a term in Plan B community that 5 years to financial freedom. So we're doing some activities to make it to that 5 years. Now, some work, some didn't work, and all of that. But if I'm going to invest in a platform and the platform that say you cannot touch your money until after 3 years, we have been there, we have seen them. And if you want to withdraw, you will forfeit 40%. Come on now. So it should be me. Like now, this Invida, you decide to hold it to as long as possible. Okay? So, and so many other assets, you want to just hold it as long as possible. Do you get that? So you now say, okay, you know me, what I want to do is, let's look at Nigeria market. If you will give us, let's see, if we'll be lucky. Okay? Okay, you give us. So now, so looking at Nigeria market now, let's look at it quickly because I told you I was going to go to real world and I'll go to stock market. So MTN is still buying. See, it's still telling you strong buy. Not much people want to sell, right? And that is what is the price now? Is $736 per share. Dangote Cement. Boa Food, right? Boa Cement, okay? Arade, this guy, I remember when we were making it was below 300 naira, yeah? Zenith Bank, I think next month they will pay dividend. GTCO, are you serious? GTCO now is 130 naira per shares. This is a stock that was stocked at 30 naira, 26 naira, 33 naira for as long as possible. WAPCO, wow, 243. It was 233 I was in the other time. So looking at their balance sheet, I'm not giving you all of these. Now, every of you that are on PBS Club, these are things you will be learning over time so that you'll be doing your analysis by yourself and you will enjoy it. You mean you retire, you can do and check and know what to do per time, know the stock to offload, I know the stock not to offload and all of that. Do you understand? So now a strong buy, which one is this? UBA. So people are still buying into UBA, okay? And then access and all the like. Now, what I'm trying to just give to us is this: to understand business in the right perspective, to build portfolio in the right perspective. So when you are trading, you are going to trade like an investor, a businessman, because trading is business. It's a career, it's not a hobby. And then you shun those lies and hype people create on the internet. Okay, so that is no risk real world asset. But I've talked about some coins over time. When I have time, I will list some of them and put on our groups. Okay, maybe I'll list some and I'll list many of them on the PBX and the private mentorship. Then some I'll put on the general groups for the benefit of some persons. So if you want to actually have access to more detail, then probably if you subscribe for our scanner, it gives you access to virtually everything. So remember, we talked about it as it were. Now, let's quickly do something before we open to. I've told you, if you are just joining us, please, I've make one announcement before now. I said, if you know that you have your account or you have not shared this opportunity of the, what's it called? Of the opportunity of Sonic AI with your friends, try and do that, because Sonic is not the same as what you used to know. As in, it's not as the same as platforms that you have joined and then they are hyping and hitting people's head left and right. That's not it. It's not what it is. Okay. So you have to understand that it is not what you had or what they have told you or what you used to know. Because I know that one of the first things that will come to anybody's mind when you hear about AI tech and especially aligning to tag market. I clarified so many issues yesterday. If you have not watched, okay, I think I've uploaded up to episode 3. Yesterday was episode 4. I will upload it after now together, but I've uploaded episode 2 and 3. They're already on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you are going to find, if you just go to YouTube, all you need to do is to, if you go to YouTube like this, you can just search for FOREX or search for Plan B Express. So if you go to YouTube, just type like this, Plan B Express. I think so. So just type and search, and then I think you are going to find it. Look at even episode 3 is what is even still on. Look at episode 2. As if they were just waiting for us, although I uploaded them back to order. So yesterday one is going to be uploaded thereafter. So when you go to Plan B Express, so ensure you subscribe, okay? Subscribe to the channel. Just click subscribe. What is the advantage of subscribing? When you subscribe, you're able to get any updated info we send, all right? Any video, any training, and all of those things, you're able to get it. So once you subscribe, okay? So then that is one aspect. Let me do something very quickly that may be very useful for you, even your parent and people around you. Now, if you are the type that actually does, because I know many persons when you were in school, you do not understand market. You do understand Forex as stock market, but some of you bought by marketers. Many of you have been struggling this. I think this information is vital. So let me quickly show you something. Everybody pay attention, and then it's going to help you. Now, in the stock market, like I've mentioned, if you are not on our forum, I've sent a link about those apps you needed. Even on the episode, if you click on the comment section, if you are watching on phone, you may not see, but consciously click more information. You'll see those links for Forex, for stock. We use Merry Trade, we use True Finance, we use Bamboo, we use Plutus Neo. There are many brokerage platform with their app. And I was trying to say something yesterday, and I will have to say it now because since I'm talking about the capital market. Now, I can't call it, for me, I'm not convinced to do what they say. So I can't make conclusion. Just like when people talked about tag market is a scam and all of that, and because people cannot withdraw, their withdrawal was hanging, they delete their account. In fact, one of my protege sent me a message. It was almost panic. It was almost, I'm sure, maybe if it's on this call, he was almost fainting. And I know why he was almost fainting. Let me tell you why. He, many of you, I told you, if you want to practice trading, don't go for demo, especially in Forex. Why? It's a lot easier now to practice trading. No need for demo. Look for $10, $8.8, buy, get leverage, prop firm. Then you can practice because you are not, yes, your emotion will not be too much of an attach because you know it's $10, but your psychology will be attached because you know I need to pass so that I can get funded. But you will pay before you get funded, but you will pass before you pay. So this fellow sign up on Get Funded, okay? He sign up on Get Funded. Because for Get Funded, once you sign up, if you want to just do 4% target, you pay $18. That is additional $10. But if you just want to do 6% target, then you pay 8.8. So he did. And he subscribed for the I say Aka's X, not Aka's X, PBS Market Scanner. 2 weeks, he passed 150,000 challenge account, which means he need to do $9,000. So when he passed, now he went online and started searching a lot. Oh my God. Oh my God. He saw terrible reports. When I mean terrible, even on Trustpilot. Most of you who say you use Trustpilot to evaluate, it's not me. I don't use those places. If I go there just to check, I don't use it as my fundamental judgment. I've been dealt with. There was a funny platform. I've forgotten. Mr. Simplicity is in this call. I will remember some of those places where I put some money in. Trustpilot gave them 4.9/5 or something. Right? Yes. They were. What do they do? Is it not about online? They just get their staff and other people to go on Trustpilot and give good recommendation. That's all now. Give experience, testimonial. That's it. No more than that. And as much people were doing it, their rank high. Just like some of those, what do we call it? Funny Ponzi schemes that MLM. Now, you go to, what do they call the place they used to rate MLM, the global MLM something. When I still used to do very crazy MLM. There was a platform we're promoting. The top earner in the network marketing industry was from this platform. They call that man Juha Pahiala. Okay, this was around 2012, 2013, 2014, I'm talking about. And now he was the one making highest amount and he was number one on that MLM rating. There's a portal for that. Is the MLM for home or something like that? He was, as at that time, was making about 4 million euro in a month. Okay? 4 million euro in a month. Guess what? The company was there. Him was number one. The company was rated. How? It's just like a magazine. They pay, they show this, they show the data and all of that. It's not those people, they don't conduct deeper thing to say they go and conduct a review and then conclude that. It's not a due research work. It's not. Just like when most of us go to ChatGPT now. When you go to ChatGPT, you are not saying ChatGPT is the one giving you. He's giving you the top ranking information that has been provided by the top professional. So if the top professional is a liar, then you are going to copy lies. These are the things that most of us do not really understand. And we went, and then guess what? The same platform that rated number one and everybody were happy because business for home. Wow, business for home. Was one of the global Ponzi scheme that ever existed, which was called One Coin, One Coin, One Life, One Coin, One Life. I was a top leader there. As at that time, my total investment there was about 44 million naira as at 2012, 2013 till like 2014. Guess what? How now did it happen? Where is it now? The woman is on the run. What's that her name? They call her queen of whatever. Now, so all of those nonsense. So when you go to Trustpilot, that's how it's scam as it was written big. So be careful. Now, this thing I want to say, I won't call it scam, but I'm not comfortable with the practice. So let me not call it scam. In stock market, there's a practice they call OTC, over the counter. Now I may not have time to explain about that now. So OTC, just like now, the operation is like this. But it's not for everybody. It's a top dealer that can have that. For instance, I was telling you that I have somebody who bought $100,000 worth, 100,000 naira worth of Presco as at the IPO time. So that means that person have 200,000 Presco. Okay, that means that person have 200,000 Presco. So if you check Presco price now, Presco is about 1,980 naira. Now, 200,000 times 1,980 naira. How much would that be? It's in serious millions of naira. Yeah, that must be over 300 million or something. Now, this volume he has, if he's going to dispose it, it's not going to be allowed, or because there's a quota. The most regulated markets that you cannot do anyhow, price cannot dump anyhow, and all of that is the stock market. So this fellow may not be able to do. So there's what we call OTC. He can sell through OTC, but for him to sell through OTC, now if this market price is 1,900 and something, he can do personal negotiation with the persons who he will shift it to at maybe 1,500 naira. So at giving to 1,500 naira, that means the person is already on top of gain of 480 naira. Market not even had opened. He is already seated on profit of 480 naira on that shares. So when market open, he can decide to just sell or allow market to move up a little. He will now say he will make money. Now, the person who sold at 1.5, you look, did he not lose? No. This person have acquired his stock and he needs some emergency money. And with this is emergency money, number one, the settlement of the stock, that's how it does. Your settlement of your stock can take 3 days or 4 days. Thank God the Nigerian Stock Exchange now has been moved to, like, is it tier 2 or something, whereby the transaction can clear within 2 business working days. So if you consider that factor of when it will be clear, and you consider the factor of he cannot sell that quota, then he need OTC. Now, this is another practice on its own. So now, I'm sure a lot of you must have been contacted. So you will see there's an arrangement that is so regular around that now. What arrangement is that? They will tell you a professor and professor assistant. Pastor Dele will be laughing now. They'll say a professor. They say professor. Like the other one, that they say somebody, Professor Chinedu. They can add one Yoruba name with Igbo name. Professor Chinedu something. Yeah? Then another one will say Professor something. The Olumide is the assistant. Then they will do hype on Facebook, and then you click. They won't tell you want to teach you stock market. As you click, they put you in a group. As they bundle you to a group, they begin to show you flashy operations of the OTC. That within a week, somebody had made over how many million naira. Now you'll be tempted. So they added me to several groups. Sorry, I can be very critical. Now, one of the first things I was doing, I now start chatting with some of those people on the group where I saw that they were vocal, that they have made money. None of them was responding to me. They were not replying. Until one day, somebody now replied. And I said, my dear, so this business, how is it working? He just told me, there's a way he just blabbed me off. I said, okay. Then when I walked and I asked the other fellow to tell me how do I go about this thing. And now he sent me an app. Now, when he sent me an app, I download and I created a new email and put it there and do all of those necessary things. Now, but the app was just an isolated app. So I went online searching, not information. I had to went on developer portal. There was no connection to this. In fact, it was just recently created, and at the time they start this hyper marketing. There were no more things around it. And listen, this is one thing you should understand. If you are using any online app to buy stock and all of that, it must have a clearinghouse where it's connected to an existing broker. Like Meritrade is an app for Meristem. stockbroker. So there are so many apps like that that are connected to, where you know that this stockbroker, they have office and then they have all the information. You can go online and search detail about them. And then you see that they are connected, they are registered, connected to the stock exchange floor. So that you know that you are not just doing things on your own. So when I check every detail of this, nothing of such nature. When I went back to him, they were claiming they have some partnership with this microfinance bank. This other, what is there? Money Point. I went to Money Point, start researching for their detail. Nothing. Money Point denied anything has to do with them. I told myself, I said, if I invest and lose money, maybe I'm trying to buy and sell and I lose money, then they will give me honorable award to say, yes, it's not my market, you can lose. I said, but if I open my mouth and say that some group of scalawags, disgrantus apparatus, now took my money and I show you the app, even you, if you're a baby investor, you say, okay, even you self, try. I just told myself, excuse me. Another one start coming again. They say they are Nigerian stock and all of that. Somebody, Musa, something. And they start talking. But nobody was trying to now let me know. I say, so if I want to make withdrawal, they say I will chat with support. I say, for where? According to my Eastern people, I say, me, to go and put this money here. So I'm just giving you guys enlightenment because they saw that the wave of stock market was high. And since people are not having confidence in the volatility of crypto, they said that people will be comfortable because stock is established and people know about stock. And so for that, let us hit these people. Musa Zenam, they will call manner of names and all that. Like, so I'm just telling you this. Now, so let's quickly do something as we wrap up this morning. Now, there are some of you have stock, okay? App on to trade stock is on our platform. I will still drop it again and again. Please pay attention to information on the group. But I want to do something very quickly. There are some of you, even those of you are watching me, or those of you are in the class now, those of you on Facebook and all of that. Now, one of the first things if you ask average of persons who have bought stock before, when you are telling them about stock, my stock is rubbish, I beg. Then when they now say, stock is doing well, they have some stock they bought before. Or they have somebody, your parent and all of that they bought. Maybe some of them are late. And then you don't know how to go about the stock. Now, I have something for you. Let's go. Now, you are going to take this portal. It's called eportal.sec. That is in local stock. If you are a Nigerian, please. eportal.sec gov.ng. So .ng. So go to this portal. Okay? So when you go to this portal, all you need is if it's you, your full name. If it's your parent, their full name. All right? Now, so if it's you, let's say your name, I will just type any name. Adebola, okay? Adebola Moses Sunday. Okay? Now, I've just typed this. Let's wait. Now, so Adebola Moses Sunday. Now, look at, so I may not get any. So this fellow, look at this fellow, Adebola Moses Adesoji. He has a stock with PZ, all right? PZ. And this stock, it may be, as at the time he bought this stock, he bought it when they did IPO and all of those things. So all you need to do is to take that portal, type your full name. Once you see your name, let's say this is your name. Now you can see this Adesoji to this point. He has stock, Total Energy Marketing Nigeria, FCMB Group, Union Bank, and PZ. Now, all this other one, this Union Bank, he has it. Some don't even know the broker because they gave you form. Marketers were just the one that filled your detail. You don't know anything again about it. So Cardinal Stone, they are strong. Cardinal Stone, okay, Cardinal Stone. So virtually every other stock were on Cardinal Stone. It's only PZ that they register him on First Registrar and Investor Service Limited. These are the brokers. Now, so all you need to do is that you click on this, on the broker, any of them. Now, you're going to require you to type in, so you, for as an individual, your BVN, your bank, your account number, your last name, then submit. Then to pop up for you, so and to use to see your stock, and of course, you know the what some I did for somebody many was it last year or last 2 years? He didn't know he have some of those stock. When he saw his money, he so okay, imagine you use 50,000 naira to buy Presco as at that 2005 when they did the IPO, and you use 50,000. That is 100,000 pieces of Presco. And now, one Presco is 1,980 naira per shares. And I'm helping you to now research and see. So 100,000 Presco, right? 100,000 Presco, right? Multiplied by 1,980. 1,980. That would be that would be 198 million. Holy Ghost. Guys, that's crazy, you know. That's 198 million naira. Don't you think the person will first sit down on the floor? Perhaps he's just looking for 200,000 naira to settle one or two things. And I now saw that he's seated ignorantly on 198 million naira. How do the person will hug you and throw you to the ceiling? So you just feel it like this. Then you can contact the broker. Okay, you can contact the broker and tell them, I want to sell or whatever. Okay, just the simple work you need to do to discover. Now, but if it's your parent and you are not or you don't know certificate, no information and all that, okay? So you will now have to like go to the court and demand for what we call letter of administration. Then when you take that, take it to, you have search and see the broker your mother has or your father has some stock with. You go there and give them the letter. They will have to do all of those other things. Now, take note. If your stock you have, perhaps some didn't reflect here, maybe some broker that they used that time had merged with other companies or they are not in operation, they are inactive. You go to your stockbroker and tell them this, but they will charge you some fund and tell them to help you do what we call global search. So they will now use your detail to search if there are other companies. Then they will help you to search it and assemble it. Now, the thing I only tell you is this. If those brokers that you see there are not brokers that have some online sophisticated app to trade, then there's a need for you to have signed up on those like Maritime, those other ones we have created on our group. Then when you tell them, sometimes when you tell them to transfer, they're supposed to help you to transfer and charge you. Some will tell you they're angry. They will say, no, they don't transfer. So they will say they don't transfer. So if they say they don't transfer, no problem. Instruct them to do what? Instruct them to, all right? Instruct them to, how do I call this now? Instruct them to sell off, okay? Instruct them to sell off the assets, and then you go and move your money into, call it for me. Move your money into your own new broker you have just opened. And then you can now, maybe when the market just come down, you can now buy, right? When the price of this thing just come down, you can now buy the stock back. And then that's what I'll be doing, and as simple as possible. Okay? So then, if you have gotten and you don't know the direction, information about your broker, like that Cardinal, so you just come to NGX All those links, I'll send it on the group. If you ask anybody who's asking me how do you register for broker and to take stock, I will not answer you. If you are a member of Plan B, I will not. God in heaven even knows that. So because I have done it over and over, I will always type these links are compulsory. These links are important. Just like I've been making a lot of announcements so long time about that if you are a member of Plan B and at least following this sequence and series of this thing, that there's a need for you to have your AI tech registered. If I put it this way, register, verify your account, be an observer. Don't put a dime. Just register. Do your KYC. Don't put a dime. Observe us for the next 90 days. Number 2, register. Verify your account. That's on AI Tech. Put in minimum of $10. Follow us to compound. But of course, $10, you may only be compounding every month. So let's call it that way. So category 3, register, verify your account, and register, verify your account, okay? And do what? And put in minimum of $250. $250, pere. Okay? Minimum $250, pere. So if you are able to do that, then compound every week. Okay? Compound every week. So when you compound every week, let's observe for the next 90 days. If you decide to upgrade it, fine. If you decide not to upgrade it, fine. But I will always tell you, if you know you have it in mind to upgrade, you better do now. So if you want to upgrade, upgrade now. So after 90 days, you decide. But this is the thing I have said on AI Tech. I said, somebody was asking about what's this link I've sent. I've sent it eportal.sec.gov.ng. So if instead of you putting your money, like now, if it's $1,000 you have, and it's not the $1,000 you want to be compounding, it is better you just divide it this way. Maybe you can put $750 in one. So open the $750 separately and open $250 separately. So you can decide to say, okay, let me compound for the first 90 days, the two of them. Now, after 90 days is exhausted, you continue with the 250 non-stop, then the 750, whatever is as accrued to. So every month you can decide to be withdrawing profit. That's another strategy. It's not the company that says so. I am the one that says so. So the company did not compel you. The company said, any money you make, so far is up to the minimum withdrawal of $10, you can be withdrawing it. So if that's what you want, you can be doing that and don't depend on, say, oh, it's not the company that asks you to do what I'm telling you. I'm the one that decide to say, okay, it's good like this, can do that, do like this. Okay. Then you now say, okay, the 250 continue. That's the logic. Oh, it's only $500 I have. Okay. There's a wisdom there, 500. Put $400 on the major this, $100 on the other one that you continue to compound. You first compound the $400 for the first 3 months. After 3 months, you can be withdrawn from your $400. And then the other one, you allow it to be so that you can discipline yourself. You won't interject, you won't interrupt anything that has to do with your compounding because you are prepared from the beginning or how to do it. If you don't prepare from the beginning, at a point, things will come, you will now be struggling. If not this thing I'm compounding now, I bet let me just stop it. You will disrupt it. So do things that will not make you disrupt. If it's $10, if it's $50 your capacity carry, why not? Do that. It will have been better. You have $10, $20, $50, and you decide to say, okay, let me just top it up so that I can continue compounding. Make a lot of sense. Okay, I'm sure most of you have seen the link I just posted. So you don't need to see all what you are looking for. You can sit down in your room and check everything. So for instance, now look at the Cardinal. Is it not Cardinal? I think it was Cardinal, right? Yeah, look at it. Cardinal Stone Security. Look at it. It's still active. If it's a stockbroker that is no longer trading on the stock exchange floor, they will write inactive. Some, if they have merged, you will see whatever condition. Now, if I click on this, it's going to give me the address. Some will give you both address, email, phone number that you can put a call across. Hello, I'm so this blah blah blah. Please, I have so thing with you. Look at this now. They are still in Ikoyi, their head office at Ikoyi number 5, Okote Ebo Street, Ikoyi, Lagos. See the phone number, see the email. You can mail them. See their website. They've been operating, they incorporated since 2009. All right, all of this, you have it at your fingertip. You are good to go. I'm teaching you professional thing now. These are things that I'm sure any stock brokers, licensed dealer that will be seeing what I'm doing now, they'll say, this guy, they spoil market for us. But can I tell you, everything is fully decentralized. You don't need any soothsayer to come and you need to do like this and all of that. No. It's very simple. So that's how you do it by yourself. Then, if you want them to do global search, you pay, they will tell you how much you need to pay, and then they do that for you. And then, if it's for your parents or deceased person that you, then you go, they confirm, and then they will help you to search for them, put it together, and then open an account for you free and transfer those stocks that that person have, and then you begin to now manage it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you see this space is fantastic. I've just shown you about stock, right? So we buy, we sell. So over time, I'm not going to tell you about dividend based, blue chip stocks, local, international, and other related. Then you now talk about ETFs. So I will not talk about them today, but I just did this basic. We'll talk about real world asset and all of that. So you will now talk about ETF, and I've talked about the platform. If you look at, I told you, okay, let me just open one platform and show you something. A very quick one while we wrap up. And then I want to see if we have a trade. Good, the boy is crashing more. Good boy. Okay. So I've been telling us, please use your scanner. Use your scanner. Euro USD is selling. I have a sell position on Euro USD. I have a buy position on USD JPY. And that was what we're selling the other day, but it has now turned to buy. This is a lovely market. If you can be obedient, as is scripture say, if they obey and serve me, if they obey, if they obey, hey, Wele. So I make somebody's salary now on this one. You see why I told you that if you are looking at trading on a normal day, you will say there's no need for me to do copy trading. But if you understand what is called diversification, you won't yoke. You won't yoke. You won't yoke. You won't yoke. You will just respect yourself. So let me look at my Bamboo app and show you one or two things very briefly. Bamboo, where are you? Now, this is the thing most of us don't understand and we don't want to. In the West, they make a proverb. He will say, this guy is a local man. I'm a village man. You don't have time for those, not an ajabo. I'm a confirmed village man. Village confirmed one. Okay. Don't know how to. Progress. Okay. Okay, so let me just show you here. So a lot of people don't understand when we advise them to settle down and build up their finances. Let me go to Bamboo quickly first, and I will show you something. And you understand business and investment perspective very well. Instead of those jamboree people are playing here and there. No, don't play it. If you follow us for 5 years, You will be a changed person and you'll be a surprise to yourself. Trust me. Which one are you doing now? Kilo D. This is okay. Because it's been a long time I've not come to this site. I hope I will remember my password. This one they're asking for password. Lobaton. It's like it didn't allow my password. Hey. Lobaton@yahoo.com. Let's see. Let me use let me use my wife as usual. I hope she's not hearing me. I hope you are sleeping. Be sleeping, no? Atago? No. Okay, so let's go. Just want to show you. Okay, this one I have login. Now, let me show you something. Nobody, that's when people hear about business, hear what we are saying, all those kalu, they are not interested. Let me share with you. Just one out of many. Teeth of the iceberg. Okay. I hope you can see my screen, everybody. Can you see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, just type yes on the comment section quickly so that we'll know we're together. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, look at it. This is Bamboo, for instance. If you look at it, you see US stock. Look at it here. You see US stock. You see NGX. That is Nigerian stock. Now, if you click on this place down here, this link of the Bamboo is on our platform. Please pick it there and register, or whoever invited you, ask him for his link. Now, you click on invest, for instance, here. You can see it shows you different things. US stock, Nigerian stock, treasury bill. These are, now we are not talking about this today. So it's subsequent time. When I wrap up with the stock detail and ETF, we'll talk about treasury bill, right? Then we'll talk about savings, right? Savings. We have different saving platforms, okay? So we'll talk about fixed return, okay? Now, you see some fixed return in dollar is just 1%, 2%. You can now see why what you are doing in your Sonic AI is crazy, okay? Now, see, look at here. This one says what? Manage portfolio. This is just like fund managers. Now, let me click. You are seeing something. Now, and I warn you, when you invest in a platform, if it's a genuine system like this and all of that, or even the copy trading, I show you my result on my Endotech the other day. December I lost, January I lost. So if you come in that December and January, if you don't understand business, you will run away. Is that not true? So you can imagine when you come in January, December, January, you lose 10%, 14%, that's 24%. So let's say your money in was $2,000. You have lost 24% on it. That's a drawdown of 24%. Oh, yes, 24% drawdown. But in the month of February to March, it did 41%. That means you've recovered. So you, if you don't understand, that's what Warren Buffett said. He said, time, help. So at the end of the day, you know, no, I lost my money. They are scam. They are this. That it has paid you does not make it legitimate. That he has not started paying you does not make it illegitimate. So be careful. Now, if you look at it now, I click proceed. I will show you something about some past performance of this. Look at it. Now, this is in the year 2019. I've been using this app before I started using this app since 2017, 2018. Now, in 2019, look at it. Let me show you something. 17% was what they did. What your portfolio manager did. What do? They buy stock, they sell, they rebalance, and all of that. That's what any money you assign here Look at it, say registered investment advisor. Yeah, that's like expert advisor. What Sonic is doing for you, right? Registered investment advisor, RIA, Xantos Lab aims to grow your money over the long term by investing in fast-growing companies and choosing investment that help protect your money during economic changes. Now, the following year was 56%. We were happy, overjoyed, 56.2%. Now, so if you bring in $100,000, you are made 56,000 because they'll take their charges and all that. That means you are make $56,000. These are why investors love this. Then you come here, another 17%. Guess what? Now, maybe one of my friends have seen, oh boy, the bamboo I told you, put this fixed investment. 2019, I did so percent too. The other year, I did this one. Now, the year you decide to come, 2022, Holy Ghost fire. That is 34.4%. So your $1,000 and had a drawdown of $340.4. Hey, you just call me Felix. That means it's why you do me. Are you seeing now? Then the subsequent year, only 15%, you have not recovered. That's why they say over a long period of time. Then the other year, 25%. All right. Last year, or it is when we finish this year, we'll know how far they have gone. Last year, 13%. So this is 34. So 15, 25, that is 40. 13. So when it has to do with investment, there will be a time you have a drawdown. This is a lesson I want to show you that when you are investing, so see the allocations. Look at it. Things you may not know. This is how we diversify. They buy more into technology. Now, what does this thing give to you? If they buy more into technology, for me, I can go into more stocks around technology, Nvidia, all of those things. They go industrials, 23%, healthcare, 11%, energy, financials, consumer discretionary, utilities, and others. So this is how they partitions the investment in this cadre. Have you seen it now? So am I the one doing this? No, I don't have that time. Have you seen it now? So this is what we call digital portfolio. You are intentional about it. And so you work yourself on this and be intentional. Now, I was just telling us about trading. Okay, let's look at GBP USD. I say someone's salary. Did I told you someone's salary? See someone's salary here. $129. I didn't even stay there. I just, okay, 131. I just, okay, this morning as I wake up, what do I do? It's very simple. And that's why I've been shouting, telling everybody, if you don't have our scanner, go and subscribe. This one, I've done a video on this one today. See this buy of USDJPY. I bought in another account. What do we do? It's just for me to check the daily. Okay, do we have momentum? Then I will go to 4 hours. Is it giving me sell or buy? Okay, I will now go to buy or to sell and all of that. That's the same thing that was done, even gold. So that was what was done on gold. Look at GBP USD. You know, I love things that, in the West, they say, Okele gbigbe pelu telorun. Pastor Dele will have to be our interpreter. So you can see how this one was sold today. So when I saw on 1 hour, even if this came out on 4 hours. This one, it came out on 4 hours. Look at it. And I've told you any signal on 4 hours, they are usually powerful. All I do is this. So those of you who are not using your scanner effectively, all I do is this. Go to my trend line, use my vertical line, take it to this one that say it's a sell. Then I go to 15 minutes. I go to 15 minutes. Let's go 15 minutes. That is the internal structure of 4 hours. Then what do? This is trading made easy. Those of you are still giving yourself headache. I don't know how, I don't know what you are trading, and I don't know who you are listening to. I'm sure you have too many mentors. If you have too many mentors, you become a tormentor. Now, let me just go back. I refine again. I say, no, this one to do. I go to 5 minutes. If you have too many mentors, they will become tormentors. On 5 minutes, make a lot of sense, more than sentence. I just go ahead, short, and then at the close of this candle, if you have been following us on our scanner, so 1:2 risk reward is your first target. So let's go. 1:2 risk reward. That means my TP1 must have been slashed, and that's why I do DCA in my trading. And now, so when this one was here like this, very simple, then I will now go back to which time frame gave this signal. What gave this signal was 4 hours. I say, okay, let's go back to 4 hours now to see where the made in China will be. Gentlemen and ladies, that means I can now drag this man. Hey, look at it. So meanwhile, I've taken my TP1, then allow the market to continue to travel like this. So when the market has traveled well, I will adjust my stop loss. If you end up hitting this target, that will be 1:6 risk reward. That will be 101 pips, just risking about 14.9 pips. Very simple. This is the thing. This is the summary of what we have been telling most of our people. So if you are not paying attention to learning it, that's a bad one. That means you are wasting opportunity resources. Okay, 138. So someone's salary is getting made gradually. 140. Oh, God. Let us check that Mr. Niger D, the Odogu account. If these guys have traded today, I'm not sure because they have traded today. Have they? Today is 16, okay? They have done okay, small money they made 4,570. So let's see. I'm telling you that today, this week, it has to hit the target. So let's go on the 16th. Look at it, guys. This is what I was just telling you. How much was this account as at October 4th? All right. What was deposited as October 4th was this. That was what was amplified. So what was amplified to this was 99,500, which gave 2,388,000. Right? How do I know? Just divide it. Just take your calculator. Let's take our calculator and say how much was deposited. So what was deposited? So 2,388,000. So divide by 24, 99,500. Now, that is the thing that have job up to this amount. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think it's a joke or we are playing, no. We are intentional. We mean business, building digital portfolio. Thank you very much. I say if I can see a trade, I'm sorry, I'm so lazy these days to find signal. That's why I said this scanner is better than me. I hope you know. Because this scanner is always ready and is by your side. In fact, it's not because of marketing. Please let me clarify us some things. I'm not doing this because of marketing. I mean about the scanner. It has been my delight, ladies and gentlemen. It has been my delight, right? To see. I thought I've closed you. Good. This one, we are still here. Don't mind me. I have some plenty account. Now, it's all my delight, right? I love to see people being independent. I'm one of those persons that love this. Why I love online digital space till tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is this aspect of being independent, not depending on anybody. That's one of my targets. It's a serious thing nobody should do shakara for you because we are human beings. We are very funny. So you should be able to independently carry out operation. Okay. See another trade I was even doing here. Okay. So now on that note, so maybe many of you don't know what metamorphosed me to set up this scanner. It was not my making. I was praying, God, show me how I love to simplify trading because I know that trading is easy. Oh, sorry. Trading is simple, but it's not easy. And look at this account now. See AUD USD. 16 times 3, that's $50 already done. That's another account. So in that dimension, that's how I do my own. So now I saw that trading is simple, right? But it's not easy. Okay. Why? Because we human beings, our character is complex. We are very difficult. Since we are difficult beings, even simple things we complicate it. In trying to even explain it, we put another thing that's not there. That's why it's complicated. So I have been saying, God, what am I going to do to, really help people to trade simple, very simple, no stress, and all of that. Then if it's teaching, yeah, people will come to class, they will learn. After that, they wouldn't apply it. They will forget. So when it comes to scanner, you overheard me all the time, said, this is better than your mentor. Why I will not be there, you can always look at the market and see what to trade. But even signal, this one is called self-generated signal. So it's better than when Felix sends signal to you. You know the deficiency of signal? When I send it, you may not be available. Maybe you have gone to work or you are busy for something. This Euro USD, TP1, finish. Once you cross here now, you will go and smash this. That will do total 78 pips. But from this point down to this place, that is 40 pips. Now, why do I say this is the best solution rather than depending on when Felix sends signal? When I send signal, you will not be there. That's the truth. You may be struggling with one or two things. Okay? Yeah, so this one, it was when we are finalized here that we find an entry. It's not this other one. Okay? So you will not be there. So what do you do? So this is a scanner. A scanner, all you need to do, pay attention and learn how is it being used. And I think every time we come to interaction like this, I will have to be showing us how is it being used. Now there was a coin I asked us to buy the other day. If you have the scanner, that was River. It did 10% before it started coming down. This is it. I told us from here, but later when you earn an entry here. Now this is the scanner, for instance, and I will use it here. We're targeting 20%. It did 13% before coming down. So if you have the scanner, even when a signal is sent to you, you will know when the signal has changed. So now, see this now. When we came here, this is 1 hour time frame. It gave the signal. And the simple way of trading is simple. When it gives the signal on 1 hour or 4 hours, anyone. Now what I did was to now come and return back to 5 minutes. When I return back to 5 minutes, what I'm looking for in that 5 minutes is nothing but a repetition of what it gave. Now, if I'm not seeing it on 5 minutes, I will go to 3 minutes. So perhaps I could see, I won't take this, but when it continued to go up, it still repainted the signal, which is this change in state of delivery. So that means I will be entering here, or I go to a lower time frame. So entering here, though my stop loss, if I like, I'll still put it below here or just below here. So if it's below here, that's about just to lose 5% if the market go off. But if it's future trading, depend on how many X I'm using. So 1:2 risk reward will have been here if it's futures. But if it's spot, I could just hold it and then continue to trail up. Now, let's return back to that 1 hour. So now returning back to the 1 hour, you see something you have done to yourself. Very simple thing you have done to yourself is this fact that this trade, you will be holding on to it because it's spot. Crypto spot. Now the market continue to move. We now say, when should I exit? When an opposing candle, confirm opposing candle come. By the time opposing candle came, this market has done 31% that same day. Now, if that is done, now the market got up here. Look at it. And give another sell signal. Okay, no problem. You are giving a sell signal. I will look at it. This is the candle that produces it. And I go to 5 minutes the same way. I've told you this is very simple. Don't complicate this. Now, in going to 5 minutes, it was very simple. Now, it gave the signal for sell. If I go to 3 minutes, I may see more refined, right? More refinement. And let's quickly actually try that. 3 minutes. To some extent, you go to 1 minute because you already have seen the signal from 1 hour. And then you give you what we call sniper entry. You are doing top-down analysis without knowing, because you are not the one to say, oh, this is fair value gap. Your scanner spot all of those things because this scanner is designed around price action. Okay? So perhaps all of this region, you take the signal maybe here or after an engulfing. So if I return back to 5 minutes, I think 5 minutes was good enough, then that means my sell will be this engulfing candle. So now, if you look at this engulfing candle, there's something that happened here. Those of you who are smart money concept trader, you know that the market came down and created a low and returned back to the fair value gap, and I have original sell. But so you have sold here, and it doesn't matter. Your stop loss above here, that's about 4%. Now, 1:2 risk reward will have been what? Somewhere here, very fast. Then if you are now trailing down to where you will see another opposing valid signal. Now, that means that is going to go this way. And I've been begging that the time will come, I may not have all the time to teach, but the impact will have been in some of those AI, and then that you are using and just obeying the instruction of the AI. So look at it now. If I'm going to do this way, some persons may just allow to take the profit here and exit. You know why? Because this is a support. You won't have any guarantee that it's going to break the support. So getting to the support will have done almost 1:3 risk reward. And that is about 12%. If you use 10x, that's 120%. You use 5x, that's 60%. All right? Then if you wait to this point, that's about 22%. If you use 10x, that's 220%. If you use 5s, of course, 110% in that order. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how simple every of those things we have been telling you is about. So it's simple, straightforward, and then you can maximize opportunity in your trading. Is that correct? So thank you very much. If you have questions, let me just check. If you have questions on the chat, I'll quickly attend to it. So we'll call it today. Fortunately, okay. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. So don't play. Like I've told us that, you see now, I've not, okay, I have some trade running, but while my passive income too was running its own. That is what we call power of leverage, diversification. And those of you who have not logged into your AI tech back office, please do and understand what we do there. And not just because I want you to log in. Now, let me just wrap up by doing this so that you will see, because so many persons always ask me, sir, this is the problem. Now, I don't get this. I'm not seeing this. No, that's not true. Let's go there and I'll show you quickly as we call it a day in this training. Okay, so I'm going to log in now. I'm going to log in. Come on, come on. I'm doing all of this for us to know the operation, so that will not be left behind. Like somebody who came, you see the importance of attending training and meetings. Somebody was saying, I thought my compounding is automatic. The day we're talking about this thing. So now let's go here. So there's a place here you need to go. It's here. Look at here. Now, you know when you sign up fresh, it give you this. It will say, it give you this. It will say tag market registration. And when you click here, it will say put your email, synchronize. And then when you synchronize, it will send a detail to your email. You are meant to go to your email and verify that email. Once you verify, it open a portal of tag market for you to put in, to do your KYC. So when you do your KYC, then you can now deposit. Without your KYC, they will not allow you to deposit. What I want everybody to do now, you have the account, but you have not synchronized your B2One exchange. Do that. Not when operations start. Somebody say, where do I check it? No. Go here. If you click login or register, it will pop up for you to put your email and synchronize like this. When you synchronize and you verify the email and it's not opening, so click it and change password. Still put your same password in there and then change it. Then you can log in. Once you're able to log in, fine. You are going to do KYC. I've done my KYC on the B2One exchange. I've done my KYC. I've done my Google Authenticator. I don't joke with all of those things when they come. Now, other things I have to let you know, some of us who are doing the business, if you check your back office, if you have invited 1 or 2 friends into the platform, you will see that you are earning some little money that you didn't know. Then you will now see that those little money will be in your wallet at the end of a trading activities. You can check your global affiliates. You see countries that people are registered with you. So I have some people in Canada, Malta, and all the other places as well. Now you check commission. Now what has accrued, for the just a period of whatever. Then you see where you have gotten to. If you have finished the rank level 1 to level 10, then you will have it. Then you have other things like, what other things here? You can check strategies, all right? Strategy information. So you see NEO, how they have their own breakdown of affiliate commissions. And then you see Sonic, you see all of them. And some that don't even have at all. You're going to see it as much as possible. Now, we said you can easily always, what is this? Okay, yeah, so if you have made any money, so all you do is when you click on your wallet, if you have made any money, if you click on your wallet, it's very simple. You just click withdraw. When you click on withdraw, it just go to your tag market automatically, just to click on maximum. They will say 1 to, or how many hours to 3 days. As you just click, it's already there on your tag market. Simple. Then you can withdraw from your tag market. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the simple thing about this. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, so we have finalized every detail on this. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Go and practice what you have learned. Portfolio, building your portfolio and all of that. God giving us grace. We'll continue to do this every day, but I doubt if we will now have time for other meetings, because I think this will be more fruitful for us. When you miss it, you watch it. Okay. So over time, everything will be condensed to that 1 hour. Because at that time, you ought to have had your account open in different portfolios. All we come to do is a review and continuation. Then we'll find a trade we'll take. If we didn't find a trade, we'll go home. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Do have a nice time, and God bless you.